Kenny Rogers, the warm-voiced storyteller of country music, passed away in March 2020 at the age of 81. Known for timeless hits like The Gambler and Lucille, his music touched millions, offering lessons about life, love, and loss. Yet behind the familiar voice and gentle smile was a life far more complicated than fans realized. For decades, Rogers kept his personal life private, allowing only glimpses of emotion through his songs. Only after his passing did the full story emerge, revealing a man shaped by triumphs, heartache, and enduring love. Early love and first marriage. Kenny Rogers' romantic journey began long before fame found him. As a teenager, he fell for his high school sweetheart, Janice Gordon. They married in 1958 when he was just 19, full of youthful hope. The marriage, though brief, produced a lasting legacy. Their daughter, Carol Lynn. By 1960, the union had quietly ended, leaving behind bittersweet memories of early love. This first chapter in Kenny's personal life reflected the challenges of youth and ambition, a contrast to the composure he would later show on stage. Even then, family and heartache shaped the man behind the music. Second marriage, a new beginning. Still seeking stability, Kenny married Jean Rogers in 1960. This second marriage was intended to be a fresh start, but quickly faltered under the pressures of young adulthood and career uncertainty. By 1963, the couple separated without children, adding another chapter of emotional learning to Kenny's life. Though brief, this period reinforced the realities of love, commitment, and timing. Through these early experiences, Rogers began understanding the balance between personal happiness and ambition, a theme that would echo through both his relationships and the heartfelt stories he later told in his songs. A steadier bond with Margot Anderson. In 1964, Kenny married actress and dancer Margot Anderson. This union, lasting 12 years, became his longest at the time and brought him his first son, Kenny Jr. For a period, this marriage offered stability and family comfort, contrasting the turbulence of his previous relationships. Yet, the demands of touring, recording, and the pressures of a rising music career eventually strained their bond. By 1976, the marriage ended. Despite the dissolution, these years shaped Kenny's understanding of partnership and fatherhood, enriching the emotional depth he would later bring to his music. Marriage to Marianne Gordon, Kenny's fourth marriage, began in 1977 with actress Marianne Gordon and lasted nearly 2 decades. This relationship produced another son, Christopher Cody, and initially appeared solid. However, the pressures of fame and a midlife crisis began to strain the union. By 1993, the marriage ended, marking yet another chapter of growth and reflection. During these years, Rogers' public persona of calm and warmth contrasted with his private struggles, reinforcing the idea that personal challenges often exist behind even the most serene appearances. His music, steeped in reflection and emotional honesty, mirrored these private lessons. Finding love. Later in life with Wanda Miller. In the 1990s, fate introduced Kenny to Wanda Miller, a meeting that would transform his later years. A 28-year age difference initially concerned Miller's parents, yet Rogers approached the situation with honesty and respect, eventually earning their trust. Their relationship developed slowly, grounded in patience and mutual understanding. In 1997, they married, marking a period of stability that had eluded him for decades. Unlike his earlier unions, this marriage offered emotional constancy, demonstrating that love could flourish even after years of challenges and heartbreak. The story of meeting. Wanda Kenny first saw Wanda in Atlanta, where she worked as a restaurant hostess at The Preacher. A chance encounter that day led him to leave his number, beginning a connection that neither anticipated would become lifelong. Wanda initially dismissed the interaction as playful, but the call she eventually returned led to a bond that endured. Their story, unfolding quietly and naturally, highlighted the serendipity and timing that often accompany true love. It was a relationship that required trust, patience, and the willingness to embrace life's unexpected turns. Building a life together. Over time, Kenny and Wanda cultivated a partnership rooted in understanding and respect. Despite societal doubts about their age difference, the couple proved resilient. Their marriage lasted until Kenny's death in 2020, providing him with emotional support during his final years. In 2004, the arrival of twin sons Justin and Jordan brought joy and renewed purpose. For Wanda, these years marked a deeply meaningful chapter, showing that love and family can flourish even later in life, reinforcing Kenny's belief in loyalty, connection, and the quiet power of shared life. Navigating grief and moving forward. After Kenny's passing, Wanda faced the challenge of honoring his legacy while continuing her own life. By 2023, she found love again, embracing a relationship that symbolized hope and continuity rather than replacement. This step reflected Kenny's wishes for her to find happiness, showing that grief and hope can coexist. Through this process, Wanda balanced devotion to Kenny's memory with a commitment to living fully, demonstrating a profound lesson about the enduring nature of love and the importance of honoring both past and present in life's journey. Health challenges and retirement. Kenny's final years were marked by declining health. By 2017, a diagnosis of bladder cancer and other health issues led him to retire from touring and public appearances. Despite these challenges, his voice and music remained as powerful as ever. Rogers' later life reflected a quiet acceptance of mortality, tempered by a desire to preserve family and legacy. Even as his public presence diminished, his influence endured through the stories and emotions embedded in his songs, leaving a lasting imprint on both fans and the music industry. A musical legacy. Rogers' catalog tells the story of a man unafraid to explore human emotion. Hits like Lucille and The Gambler captured heartbreak, wisdom, and life lessons, resonating across generations. His collaboration with Lionel Richie on Lady revealed a softer, romantic side, while duets with Dolly Parton, such as Islands in the Stream, showcased joy, friendship, and harmony. Songs like She Believes in Me and You Decorated My Life offered intimate reflections on devotion and gratitude. Even narrative-driven ballads, including Coward of the County and Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town, demonstrated his mastery of storytelling. Music as a timeless companion. Kenny Rogers' music remains more than entertainment. It is a companion for life's emotional journey. Listeners find lessons about love, risk, and resilience in his lyrics. His songs serve as milestones, connecting personal experiences with universal truths. Whether exploring heartbreak, moral dilemmas, or tender romance, Rogers gave audiences narratives they could carry long after the final chord. The enduring nature of his work ensures that even decades after his death, his voice continues to offer comfort, insight, and inspiration, cementing his place as a true storyteller of the human experience. Final reflection. Kenny Rogers' life was a tapestry of love, loss, and artistic triumph. 5 marriages, 3 children, and decades of music created a legacy rooted in emotional honesty and storytelling brilliance. His final years, shared with Wanda Miller, revealed a man who had finally found peace, love, and purpose. As fans revisit his songs, they are reminded of the complex life behind the melodies, a life filled with resilience, heart, and wisdom. Kenny Rogers may no longer walk among us, but his voice, stories, and lessons continue to resonate, ensuring his legend endures forever.